Good morning, 8th standard. We have done first question from exercise 6.2. Now we have to do the second question, and before we do the second question we will be writing down a note, and the note is about Pythagorean triplet. The word Pythagorean triplet comes from Pythagoras. If you remember, last year you learned Pythagoras Theorem. Pythagoras Theorem is used in a right angled triangle where hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Now we are not using Pythagoras Theorem because Pythagoras Theorem is used on the sides of a right angled triangle. We will be using the same kind of result on numbers. So when we say Pythagorean triplet, it is a set of three numbers. Triplet means three numbers, a group of three numbers, and these three numbers have a special property. In the group of those three numbers, you will have square of largest number will be equal to sum of squares of other two numbers. So one such example is 3, 4 and 5. So what I have to do is I have to separate the largest number will be alone, and the other two. So largest out of this group is 5 and the other two are 3 and 4. And I need square for each of these. So 5 square, 3 square, 4 square. And then I want to find out the sum of these two. And let us see what happens. This gives me 5 into 5 as 25. Over on this side, 3 square. 3 square is 3 into 3. 4 square is 4 into 4. Solve the square first, not the addition. So solving the square and then adding. 9 plus 16, this is 25. So you can see that the answer is equal. So 5 square is equal to the sum of squares of 3 and 4. So largest number square equals to the sum of the squares of the remaining two numbers. Whenever such thing happens in a group of three numbers, then we say that those three numbers form a Pythagorean triplet. Another example that you could consider is 5, 12 and 13. Now from here, if we separate the largest number is 13, and then we have to separate the other two numbers. The other two numbers are 5 and 12. So find the square of each. 13 square, it's 169. 5 square and 12 square will be added. This is 25 and 144. This is also 169. So you can see that the square of the largest number is equal to sum of the squares of the other two. So this group of three numbers is a Pythagorean triplet.